What if the symptom isn't a problem, but the clue? What if fatigue, brain fog, hormonal chaos, inflammation, and gut disruption are not random at all, but patterned communication your body has been trying to send you for years? Medicine was taught to listen for isolated symptoms, but I listen to the whole symphony. Women are being told they're fine, everything is normal, while their bodies are quietly fighting to keep up. I'm Dr. Julie Lynn, founder of the system-based pattern mapping solution, and I decode what others miss. Hidden physiological patterns buried beneath normal labs, unexplained symptoms, and years of frustration. This channel is where mystery becomes clarity, clarity becomes power. If this sounds like your healing journey so far, welcome to the channel. And when you're ready, bring me your normal labs and I'll show you what they're missing.
Hi, I'm Dr. Julie Lynn, founder of the systems-based pattern mapping solution, and I help women take the mystery out of their mystery symptoms. Today I'm talking to the woman who knows something is off, even though everyone is telling her that everything is fine. Part of you always knew this wasn't just stress. You knew bloating after meals wasn't normal. You knew feeling heavy, reactive, uncomfortable, and unpredictable in your body wasn't normal digestion. And deep down, you knew normal didn't explain how awful you felt. What if your gut isn't broken? What if it's functioning in a body under physiological load? That changes everything. Maybe this sounds familiar. One day you can eat all the foods and your body feels fine. But the next, the exact same meal leaves you bloated, swollen, foggy, reactive, gassy, constipated, nauseated, inflamed, uncomfortable for hours. So you start thinking, maybe I'm sensitive to everything. Maybe my microbiome is wrecked. Maybe I need another gut protocol. And maybe you've tried the probiotics, the digestive enzymes, the gut repair supplements, elimination diets, the binders, candida protocols, low FODMAPs, gluten free, dairy free, sugar free, everything free. And maybe some of it worked. Maybe it did help a little bit, but it didn't stick. And that's the thing that matters most because it's a clue. This is the part no one's talking about. Digestion is coordinated physiological process, not isolated gut chemistry. Digestion depends on rhythm to function efficiently. Your body has to slow down long enough to digest, produce stomach acid, release enzymes, and move bowel, coordinate mobility, maintain blood flow to the gut, power digestion with mitochondrial signaling and the ability to eliminate efficiently. That's not one organ, that's a system wide symphony. And when the symphony starts to lose rhythm, digestion starts to lose function. That's when symptoms begin. Here's what often happens: chronic physiological load builds, the nervous system is activated. Now the body shifts into protection mode. So, in protection mode, the blood flow moves away from digestion. Stomach acid production drops. Enzyme signaling weakens and bowels slow. Mobility slows. Elimination slows. And microbiota balance shifts. Now food sits longer. Fermentation increases. Gases build. Histamine rises. Reactivity increases. Constipation builds. Inflammation rises. Hormones start to recirculate. And your symptoms start to stack. This is right around the time when women start to think food is the problem. But that's not always the case because what's really happening is Food is simply arriving in a body that has lost digestive rhythm. And that's the difference. This is why gut healing often helps, but it doesn't stick. You support the gut, but the systems supporting digestion were still under load. So improvement came, but stability did not. That's why symptoms cycle. That's why gut protocols often plateau. That's why women stay stuck in this symptom loop, because most women don't need another gut protocol. They need the right healing sequence. This is where my work is different, because I'm not asking what supplement should we try next. I ask, can the body rest enough to digest? Can it move bowel? Can it coordinate mobility? Can it absorb? Can it eliminate? Does it have the reserve capacity it needs? What systems are out of rhythm? That's important. And here's the truth. Your body isn't broken, it's adapting. Don't feel like you're making up your symptoms. Your body may not need another protocol. What it may need is to restore rhythm. If that feels familiar, then listen to this week's podcast where I go into this in much, much more detail, especially the physiology behind digestion and coordination. And if you're ready to understand your body's patterns, then book a clarity call and explore my systems-based pattern mapping solution for yourself. Thanks for joining this week's episode. And when you're ready for answers and solutions, bring me your normal labs and I'll show you what they're missing. Again, thanks for joining. Bye for now.
Thanks again for joining me for today's episode. If you want to stay up to date on all the new episodes as they drop, be sure to like and follow. If you know someone who could benefit from this information, please share this episode with them. If you want to learn more about my systems-based pattern mapping solution, I'll leave all the links in the show notes so we can connect. Again, thanks for joining, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.